I'm wearing a tank top vesty thing because it's sunny and hot out there. This video is going to feature this little cutie. This little cutie here is by Eastern Music, and it's their raw brass curved soprano. Yes, I've already featured a curved soprano by Eastern Music before, but that was called their Yanni style. It looks different to the Yanni style model and certainly feels a bit different. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it feels like to me. I'll just run up and down the keys. Check this out. That bell is ringing really well. Now, of course, I did check it out and made a small adjustment or two before I featured it on the video, but the adjustments were nothing major. It was just little tweaks that I wanted to put in for myself. Nothing anybody else would be bothered about, but I'm a little bit fussy. What you'll notice, of course, first of all, is that lovely raw brass finish, and it looks great. I think it looks fantastic. And you've got this really nice engraving around the bell area. In fact, that engraving continues from the bell all the way down the bow and all the way up the body there. So that's quite a lot of hand engraving going on there. So they must have took a bit of time to do that to make it nice and fancy looking just for you. You also have this metal thumb hook going on there, which is a really good touch. I think it's better having a metal one than a plastic. The C and E flat keys feel very good. Let me just check them out again. Yes, they feel quite substantial. They have a slight curve on them, so it keeps your little finger locked into that area when you're going down there. Just above that, you have the high F sharp key. What I like about these key buttons is that they're not the cheap and horrible looking ones. They look a lot better and they feel a lot better. This little left hand pinky cluster feels great under there. It's a very nice layout and it doesn't have any stretch. It feels very comfortable there, so you're going to get down to your low notes quite easily without any hassle. It's got a nice big chunky substantial thumb rest for your left hand, and I like that a lot. Now the palm keys look quite high, but once you're on the saxophone itself, they feel very nice and they feel good under your hands. They don't feel out of place. Although they do look quite high, they're not disproportionate to your hands, so they feel very comfortable in that area. And like I've said on many videos, if the palm keys feel comfortable for me, I'm usually going to like the saxophone a lot. It has this slightly curved detachable neck, and you can see my mouthpiece is ready to go. Last but not least is my little friend, the octave key. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Go on, son. And this little fella came in this nice little backpack case. It features a big pocket at the front, which is actually big enough to put some music in. And on the other side of the case, you've got these backpack straps, which is very handy. It also came with a basic little mouthpiece, which looks like a Selma C-Star copy, and also a little reed and a cleaning cloth. That was a quick look around this cute little fella. Now let's do the main thing, which is to make some noise on this little brat. I'm going to do a bit more of this to you lot when I'm finished playing on this little fella. So there you go. That was the Curved Soprano by Eastern Music. It made a little noise. The noise wasn't so little. This little cutie has just made its noise, and it's time for my stupid head to make a noise in my final thoughts. But you lot should be wiggling your fingers and writing some comments in the section below, because then we can have a good chat like that. Let's discuss these little things here. Now, my final thoughts about this are, this is really good. And I mean, really good. I was kind of blown away by it because I've owned some of the what you call more expensive boutique brands, you know, the ones from Japan or the handmade Italian ones which might cost you $4,000 or $5,000. And yes, they were very nice instruments, but when you look at the price to playability ratio, this is ridiculous. This is what I call insanely good. This is like 10% of the price of one of them boutique branded sopranos, but does it play 90% less? No, this can easily compare with them because first of all, the tuning, the playability, the feel under the fingers and the tone were incredible for what it is. Now, if I was to do a blindfold test between this thing and let's just say one of the more expensive brands, I don't think many people could really guess the difference, which would be the expensive one and which would be the cheaper one. And it felt so much fun to play. I like it. I like this a lot. Now, I have had another curved soprano by Eastern Music and actually done a video about this. It's the Yanni style. It had a different finish and yeah, it was okay. It was very nice actually. But I think this is a better soprano. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels different and it feels like the sound and the playability is a lot better on this. There was nothing wrong with the Yanni style one. It was quite a good little soprano. But this thing feels better for me. Maybe it just suits my style a bit more. Maybe some people will like the Eastern Music Yanni style more. But for me, this one all day. I like this and I think it's a very good soprano. This little soprano, which is probably round about the $500 mark, is competing with a saxophone round about the $5,000 mark. And to be honest, I preferred this one. It sounds strange hearing myself say that I'm preferring this sort of instrument compared to a much more expensive one, but facts are facts. But nowadays, I don't care about the monetary value. I only care about the quality. So this little fella is now my main soprano. That also says a lot because I do own some sopranos which are a lot more expensive. And they are good, but I like this more. Now, disclosure, I'm not sponsored in any way by this company. Now, yes, I've had a lot of mouthpieces, necks, instruments by this company, but I've paid for them, you know, out my own pocket. It's not like I'm endorsed by them. I'm not sponsored by them. I've paid for them. So yes, this is just my findings. This gets a big tick from me. This is a great little soprano, especially for the price. It's just insane. And I'll tell you what else is insane. When I check the analytics of my channel, most of the people who are watching it are not subscribed. So all you need to do is click on that subscribe button because it doesn't cost a thing. And it makes my stupid head smile from this ear to this ear. So do me a favor, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button. Thank you very much for checking this video out. There'll be more from this little fella, I'm quite sure, in the future. And there's lots more videos to come. Speak to you soon. Have an absolutely average day.